BigScreen LittleScreen is something that started in June of 2007 in New York City as a monthly event where we gave the opportunity to web video creators to screen their work in front of a live audience. There were all these opportunities for people in audio and video on the tech side to show what they were doing, but there was nothing for the creators. It slowly spread to Los Angeles, and now we're doing the first one here in Boston.
I'm Tom Rutledge, and I'm the producer of a web TV series that's still in development. The working title for the series is Life Coach, and the key creative team behind the project is a director named Dave Rock, who is sort of an LA directing, editing veteran. He actually just won the grand prize in the LA Short Film Festival for a short film called The Bearing Deal, which we're now in the process of furiously lobbying to get nominated for an Oscar. So hopefully that'll happen. And then the two lead actors in The Bearing Deal are also the two lead actors and writers for this series. It's a couple. The wife of the couple is an actress named Margaret Welsh, and she's possibly a familiar face to you. She's been in a lot of films and sitcoms. She's one of those Hollywood faces a lot of people recognize rather. Hopefully recommend too. And then the other actor is a guy named John Michael Higgins, who is probably even more familiar to you. You may or may not know the name. I'm almost certain that you recognize the face. He is one of those guys who's considered that guy in Hollywood. He's everywhere. We think of it as being sort of a cross between Portlandia and Twin Peaks. It's a comedic series that has a little bit of a dark edge, and it's basically about a life coach, a therapist of sorts, who gives really terrible advice and ruins many lives in the town.
What percentage of it was off of a script, and what was improv?
How much was scripted and how much was improv?
This is actually very tightly scripted because we wanted it to be brief, and we actually wanted everything to fire. We wanted every cylinder to fire all the time.
Although there's a section of it, the dosages.
Oh, the dosage part is improvised, but we knew we were going into that. It wasn't a surprise to us. But and Dave in his editing let that play out longer. I think some of the biggest risks we took, script-wise, were how long we let things play. Because I'm frankly tired of watching things that are, especially comedy, that's overcut. And in fact, Maggie's original script is quite shaggy, and that was one of the most charming things about it. And we wanted to do something much shorter with it. So we were trying to walk this line between a shaggy feeling, a feeling of sort of pointlessness, and also something that's quite tight, where every line counts.
How many episodes you plan to write in the series?
1 million.
It'll run forever.
We have an idea about it, just an initial little package of 4 or 5.
Who is the life coach based on? How can we avoid them? And will there be other patients, or will it all be the same character?
So in the series, who is the life coach based on? How do you avoid them in life? And in the series, will there be other characters introduced?
The life coach can't be avoided. The life coach is America. No, the life coach is my friend Michael. Not this one. Another friend Michael, who's a friend of mine who's obsessed with having people call him on his shit. And he talks a lot about that. He tells me about that a lot. That was the inspiration for her. What was it?
Other characters.
Other characters.
Oh, well, Julie, more Julie, and then Julie's husband, Don, who's a local councilman, and his maybe Polynesian lover, and then perhaps a twin sister, like a Nancy Drew type twin sister, which would be Shara Crane in a dark brown wig. It's a murder mystery.
We have a structural notion that the series will be daisy chained with the performers. That in the first episode you'll see me and Julie, and the next episode you see Julie talking to someone played by me, and the next episode it'll be me, that new character, talking to someone now played by her, The next episode, it's her talking to yet another character played by me, who's a different person. So that has the series has a kind of structural cohesion that way. It's sort of nice for the audience to watch us hand characters off, and whose turn is it to be someone new will be part of the fun of it. And I think Shar will be the inciting and the basically the fuel and the danger of the entire thing. She will be the engine that makes all the characters work.
Sort of like the spoke of the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. So she will be. We will always be referring back to her. So in a way, she's probably the most strangely the strongest character, mostly because she has the biggest influence in all these other people's lives, and she's probably the most destructive.